welcome back to my channel. I'm Jessica, and today I am super excited. There is a new painting project that is starting today, and I almost forgot to pick up my products because I knew this project was coming up, but I really didn't pay attention to the dates. And then when I looked at it, I was like, oh my god, I have to have this up by midnight, and it's kind of crazy pants. But I could not miss out on this project because it's Beauty and the Beast, and I love Beauty and the Beast. Belle is my absolute favorite. So I could not pass this up. It is a year-long project within the PANtastic Ladies. It starts November 13th of this year. Will go till November 13th of next year. And of course, I am going to have everyone that is in this project listed down below. There will be a link to the spreadsheet. This was created by Rain. All of the information is going to be down below. I am so excited for this. There are 20 prompts, and you can pick as many or as few as you want. Do it rolling style. So I rolled them all in the beginning because you know that's how I'm going to do it, and I am happy for this. I did take a lot of advice from people over the last couple of weeks, and I decided not to do everything to finish. I put some stuff in here just to play with and get some usage on, so that I'm not stressed, and I also get to play with things I normally would not put in a painting project just because I know I can't finish them. So I heard you guys. Well, I read you guys, and you know, I heard you in my head. I can't really hear the words because they're on a computer screen, but y'all know what I'm talking about. I'm so excited for this. All right, let's do this. I'm going to go through all the prompts, and that way anyone that wants to join in that's not part of the PANtastic Ladies will have all of the prompts based off of this intro. So let's start with Rose, and that calls for flowers in packaging, design, scent, etc. And I've got it in the name. This is from Avon. It is the Glazeware, and it is in the shade Rosebud. I just thought that was very appropriate, and I'm actually going to try to finish this one. Next up is Belle, and that is something that is different in your collection. I wasn't really sure what this called for because like I have a lot of things that are different from other people. I wasn't sure how to interpret this, so I basically picked a one-of-a-kind thing in my collection because it is different to everything else that I own. So I'm going with a lip stain from Ulta, and I don't know if it's got a color or whatever. I've never really used a full lip stain before, so I'm going to attempt that. It's still got the plastic one and everything, but it's a tiny little deluxe. Hopefully it will play nice and I will be able to get it finished. Next is Ball, and that is yellow or blue product. So I'm bringing in a mascara that has all of the yellow on it here. This is the Essence Get Big Lashes Volume Boost Mascara. This is not something I'm going to be able to update except for when I actually start using it, because I'm working on another one right now in another project. So when I actually start using this, I will let you know, and then I will let you know every so often how it is going with this product, whether it is still performing, whether it feels like there's still a lot of product in there, or if it's getting close to its end. That's about the best I can do on an update for this. All right, the next one is Book, and that is something that you read about or were inspired to buy, and definitely this one. I got this scent unsmelled. It's not really sight unseen, but scent unsmelled I guess is the best I could do. And this is the Yves Saint Laurent Black Opium perfume. I am only bringing this in for 10 uses because I'm bringing in multiple fragrances, and you know, I don't want to wear them all at the same time, and these are really expensive fragrances that I'm bringing in, so yeah, I don't want to waste them. I'm going to enjoy them. 10 uses, and yeah, we'll see how it goes with that one. I don't think it's going to be a problem, but we'll see. Next up is Beast. Of course, you can't have Beauty and the Beast without Belle and Beast. So this is an item you've changed your opinion on. I have the Calvin Klein Obsession perfume. This was my mother's scent, one of her scents, and I like it, but I don't love it. I used to really like it a lot because it reminded me of her, but it is definitely not a me kind of scent. It's not bad, but it's definitely not signature scent worthy for me. So I would like to use it because I love my mom's memory, and I love that this was her perfume, and I don't want it just to sit. So I want to use it and have that nostalgic feeling, even though it's not something that I want to wear all the time. So again, I brought this in just for 10 uses. Next up is Lumiere. I absolutely loved him, and that it calls for an illuminating product. So I'm bringing this in. It is the Bare Minerals Prime Time Hydrate and Glow Primer, and once again, just in for 10 uses because I'm working on another full-size primer, and I don't want to not be able to finish that one because that's in a project to finish. but I still want to be able to use some of my other stuff. So this one is in just for 10. Cogsworth. Who doesn't love Cogsworth? He's such a sassy little thing. That is something that is soon to expire. I have a really old lipstick here, and I probably won't use it on my lips a ton. I will probably use it as a cream blush. This is the Avon lipstick in Rich Spice. You can see I've had it in previous projects and made good progress on it. Not a ton left in here, but it probably should have been done before now. That is all that is left. But you know, I'm going to dig out the base and use every little bit of it. So that is in to finish. Philippe, poor Philippe, you got to feel sorry for him. That calls for a cruelty-free product, so I'm bringing in some Glow Recipe. This one is the Pomegranate Peptide Firming Serum. This one is going to be into finish. Skincare is one of those things where I don't like to bounce around too much. I like to be able to use stuff and see how my skin reacts to it. So this one is absolutely into finish. Mrs. Potts, that calls for a liquid product. So I'm bringing in another perfume, another favorite. Gosh, I love it. This is Terry Mugler. This is Alien. I love this stuff so much. This is definitely in my top 5, along with Black Opium. I am bringing this in for 10 uses. And with Mrs. Potts, you gotta have Chip. And Chip calls for broken packaging, a broken product, something along those lines. And nothing is more broken and busted up than this e.l.f. palette. It is the Prism eyeshadow palette in Smoke. Hopefully it's not gonna fall out and crack all over the place. It is a mess. Like even this, it comes out. It is an absolute mess. I want to work on this silvery shade here, but I am only going to bring this in to used 10 times. Had to look on there. I couldn't remember exactly what I wanted to do with it, but yeah, I want to use this 10 times. You know, it's not a preferred color, and it's not a preferred palette, so 10 uses. It gets me use on it. That way it's not just languishing in my collection. Again, I just want to rotate through a bunch of stuff. Next up is Gaston. You can't forget him, the lovable villain. And I'm not sure how lovable he is, but you kind of gotta like him a little bit, but yeah, he's still a bad dude. So that is an item you want to get rid of, and it says in here it can be a sample. I chose actually a Franken product that I made quite some time ago. This is a blush that I made. It is a very neutral blush. It will give me something else to work on besides the purple blush that I currently am working on. So I would actually like to finish this one. Next up is Plumette, and that is a product you need to wipe the dust off of. It is something that you haven't used in a while, and I literally wiped the dust off the top of this before I started filming. And this is one of those top favorite perfumes as well. This is Mont Blanc Femme Individuelle. I'm sure I mispronounced that. I have some French friends that are probably like, girl, you mangled the heck out of that. I love this so much. I cannot wait to wear this. Bringing this one in for 10 uses as well. And with me bringing in so many perfumes, I hope you guys understand why I'm only putting 10 uses on each of them. Wood chopper is the next prompt, and that is something that is on the chopping block. This eyeliner, I've had it forever, and I don't use it very often. So it is definitely on the chopping block. It's not something I want to use all the time. It is from Wet n Wild. It is just a really old turquoise eyeliner, and I want to use this 10 times. Next up are the Bimbettes. Yeah, I can't forget them. And that calls for a trio or something that you have multiples of. I'm actually bringing in a trio product. Hopefully with this lighting you can see that there's actually 3 very distinct shades on this. This is Laura Geller's Bake Sensation Trio in Tiramisu. And did you notice I have a lot of very French sounding things, at times very European sounding things in this one. So tiramisu is definitely Italian, but I don't know, it's that whole European thing. And I want to use this 10 times as well. LeFou, the buffoon, he is a supporting character, so we need to bring in a supporting product. So you can bring in like a mixer, color corrector, that kind of thing. I went with a color corrector because I really didn't have anything else that I felt that I could bring in that would work in that capacity, that wasn't a big conflict. So I am bringing in the NYX color corrector in lavender. Looks like that, and I just want to use it 10 times. I have learned my lesson about putting like big time color correctors into my projects because I don't always need them, but I think over the course of a year I'm going to get at least 10 uses out of this one. So that one is in just for 10 uses. Only a handful of prompts left to go. Next up is Maurice, and that is a newly invented product or something that's new on the market, new to your collection. I've never seen anything like this before, and this is Necessaire, and it is the body retinol. So I'm guessing it is kind of like a lotion with a retinol in it for your body. Never even knew something like that existed. So I am going to be working on this and I'm going to attempt to finish it. Next we have Enchantress, and that is a magic pick any item. So I just took that to be, you know, you can literally pick anything in your collection, and this is something that I wanted to try. This is from Elemis. It is the Dynamic Resurfacing Facial Pads. It is a tongue twister to me. It is not a big one, so hopefully I can get this one done. Only 3 more to go. Next is Castle, and that is a bulky item. Is there anything bulkier than this in my collection? I don't know if there is. This is the Glamlet Pizza Palette, and there is one shade in here that I want to work on to hit pan, and that is the shade Basil, which is this kind of grungy deep green right here. So hopefully I will be able to hit pan on that. Next prompt is 6 eggs, and that is an expensive item. This one is like stupid expensive. It is the Algenist Recharging Night Pressed Serum. Looks like that. I have not used it. I guess it would help if I took that off of there. That is what it truly looks like. Not been used, and I think I've only touched it just to see what the texture was like. I hope I can finish this one because, like I said, skincare I want to keep in. If it's working for me, I will keep it in. If not, I will pass it on, and then I will roll something else in its place. But skincare is not something I want to, you know, just to use a few times and then move on. Retinols are about the only thing that I would do that with, and that's because it's not something I'm going to use on the daily anyway. All right, the last one is Bookseller, and that is a gifted product. This was sent to me from my friend Misty. It is the Odin's Eye Norns palette, and I am going to do this no pan left behind style because I don't do that often enough, and I feel like I should be playing with more of my stuff. So this is what that palette looks like. I need to use every single shadow at least once, which I think I can do. I have a year to do it, and I'm hoping that some of these shades will play nice with some of the other shades that I'm working on over the course of the year. I'm sure it will be just fine, but I want everything to be touched at least once for this palette. That is everything for this very exciting intro. I can't even tell you how excited I am about this. Loved this movie for so many years. Since it first came out, I would watch it all the time. My kids love it too, even the Christmas one, which we'll be pulling out in another month or so. But yeah, very happy about this. Thankful that Rain created this. Again, she is going to be listed down below along with everyone else on the spreadsheet that has joined in. This is within the PANtastic Ladies Facebook group, but you do not have to be a part of the group in order to join in. I have all the prompts here on this intro, so if you want to join in and you're not part of the Facebook group, just take all the prompts, you know what they are, and you can do it random, you can do all of them, whatever works for you, and just have at it. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and until I see you on my next video, have a beautiful day.